for the first time, former President Rodrigo Duterte will appear before this committee to answer questions posed by his members. I would like to begin by thanking him for his presence. Thank you, Mr. President, for coming here. Rest assured po that Congress recognizes your role as our former president, and we will extend to you the respect that the position deserves. Maraming salamat po. Respect, but not deference, Mr. Chairman. However, my friends, colleagues, let me draw a clear line here. While we should be respectful, we cannot be differential. Mga kababayan, watching today with us, it is important to stress that respect and deference are two different things. It is vital that we, as representatives of the people, remember that distinction, because our ultimate allegiance is not to any one individual, no matter how high their office. We answer to a power greater than any president. We answer to the Filipino people and to God. As Scripture reminds us in Romans 10:3, and I quote, "Since they did not know the righteousness of God and sought to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness." Our fidelity belongs to the Lord alone. Our mission is to seek the truth, and we shall not be swayed from that path. As we have said time and time again, we have organized this inquiry with a solemn purpose to recommend avenues for justice to be served, seek accountability, and uncover the truth as we adhere to the rules of inquiries in aid of legislation. And inherent to this is our moral obligation to stop the vicious cycle of extrajudicial killings against our people who cannot defend themselves, to stop the blatant violations of our Constitution and our laws by scheming individuals and criminal syndicates, and to abate the social menace of illegal drugs. For example, 440 users, ang sabi nyo kanina, dapat tulungan yan, dapat rehabilitate po yan. Pareho po tayo ng pananaw dyan. And by the way, Mr. President, naniniwala po ako sa inyo sa war on drugs. Ayaw ko po ng droga. Alam ko po ang magiging kapalit niyan sa mga kabataan. Pero ang hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit kinakailangang mamatay ang more than 20,000 people upang magapila mga drugs. Pero after he became president, Mr. Chair, may drugs pa rin eh. Hindi pa rin po nawawala. Ako'y nagpapasalamat because in your time as president, wala na po yung manufacturing ng shabu sa Pilipinas. Naipasara nyo lahat yan. Ano pong pumalit, Mr. President? Smuggled drugs galing sa China. Lahat po ng mga drugs na yung nagpupunta sa Pilipinas ay smuggled galing sa China o galing kung saan-saan, Mr. President. Yan po yung sinasabi ko sa iyo for your information also. Of course, kayo po ay private citizen na. Eh, hindi nyo po kinakailangan pakialaman yan. Pero Mr. President, alam nyo po naman kami mga congressman, especially now, nung kayo po ay Pangulo ng Pilipinas, nung ako po'y tumulong sa inyo na ma-elect bilang Pangulo, ay hindi po ako congressman. I'm a private citizen. Tumakbo uli ako ng 2019, naging congressman po ako. Alright, sa pang-apat at termino. Ako yung naging minority leader, ako yung naging deputy speaker. Panahon niyo po yan nung kayo nakaupo. Ngayon ako po'y tinalaga bilang chairman ng Committee on Human Rights. Wala tayong magagawa kundi imbestigahan natin lahat ng mga human rights violations.
Tama, sir.
Pero kayo po ang nagsabi na wala kayong pakialam sa human rights. At bakit po nyo nasabi yun?
Hindi man ako empleyado ng human rights office. I'm not trying to be funny. Wala akong pakialam sa human rights. Wala naman ako, hindi ako sa Kongreso. Hindi ako member ng whatever, wala ako, malayo ako sa human rights. So,
Mr.
wala
Chair.
akong pakialam.
Pwede ko pang sabihin sa inyo na mali kayo. Bakit? Kayo ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Meron kayong pakialam sa human rights. Mali kayo ron. Tama ho ba ako? Meron kayong pakialam sa human rights. Hindi lang kami, kundi ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas, merong pakialam sa human rights yan. Oo. Kaya pati ang ICC nag-iimbestiga dito. Sabihin ko sa inyo, ako ang unang nagsabi na hindi ako magbibigay ng anumang dokumento sa ICC sapagkat if I do that, then I am surrendering the sovereignty of this country.
Correct, sir. I appreciate it.
Totoo po yan. Sinabi ko po yan.
Oh.
Sabi kong gusto nila
Believe ako
mag-imbestiga. They do it on their own. But not use us in the committee. Opo. Ang kinakalungkot ko lang po, Mr. President, mukhang nagsasalita po kayo na hindi po sang-ayon sa napag-aralan yung batas. Yung human rights po, nasa Constitution po yan. Kayong tatlong abogado ni Mr. President, turuan nyo ang kliyente nyo. Hindi ba nasa Constitution yun? Attorney Delgra, hindi ba nasa Constitution natin ang human rights?
Yes. Na kailangan, sir, 98
Kaya po,
sa
sandali lang po, Mr.
constitutional law.
President. Tatanungin ko lang po yung abogado nyo, sapagkat siya ay isang resource speaker, nasa Constitution po ba ang human rights?
Opo, sir.
Ayun. Nasagot po niya. So, Mr. President, nasa Constitution po yan, at ang unang-unang dapat tumupad ng Constitution, sino po? Kundi ang pinakatatay ng buong bansa.
Correct.
Hindi po ba?
Correct.
Therefore, nagkamali kayo sa ganung salita.
Retired tatay ako, sir.
Hindi ba sabihin niyo sa akin, nung sinabi niyo Pangulo kayo, nagkamali kayo. Retired na po kayo ngayon. Hindi ko inaano yan. Pero nagkamali kayo ng ganung salita. Tama ako, mali. Hindi niyo masagot.
I cannot debate with you on this, sir.
No, but, Mr. President, I will not allow you to debate on me. Because if you debate and argue with me, I will even tell you that you're out of order.
Kaya nga.
Because any resource speaker cannot debate with any member of the Quadcom. Ang tinatanong ko lang, Mr. Chair.
Naging congressman ako, sir.
Opo. Ang tanong ko lang, dapat kayo po ang tumupad ng human rights bilang tatay po ng buong Pilipinas. Sinabi ni Atty. Delgra, nasa Constitution po yan. Sinabi nyo kanina, wala kang pakialam sa human rights. May pakialam kayo.
Sir.
Hindi po ba, Mr. Chair?
Sir, magprangkahan tayo, sir.
Opo. Sige po.
Pagka ganun talaga, Mayor, pagka-criminal ka, mainit talaga ako sa iyo.
Hindi po yung
Pagka nag-rape ka,
Mr. Chair, hindi po natin, wala pong problema ron eh. I am not actually, yung bang, disagreeing with you. I fully agree with you, Mr. Chair, Mr. President. But, still, being the President of the Republic, you must be the first man that should uphold the constitutional provision on human rights. Am I right, Mr.
Yes.
Chair? Yes.
I did it.
Salamat po, inamin nyo.